This is awesome.
Such a comfy couch.
Why are we sitting on a couch instead of chairs?
We get to watch a video together.
That's my classroom. That's so cool.
That was the first day of school.
At the beginning, I was a little nervous, like before walking into school. Of course, it's high school. The second I walked into the building, I was greeted by a warm hello by Rabbi Khan, and after that, I was not nervous anymore.
That first smile the Rebbe gives him, all of a sudden he realizes, you know what? I have a home where someone cares about me, they're rooting for me, and makes all the difference in the world.
Even if we're from all different places, from all different backgrounds, we all come together and make one family that is MTA.
Oh, this family's a really extended family, I guess you can say, because you're meeting kids from everywhere.
You sit next to someone from Chile, someone from Baltimore, someone from Teaneck, someone from Queens.
Every boy who comes here because they really believe in what MTA is about. So that's really what unites the community, is everybody believes in our mission, and everybody's here realizing and really embracing the notion of branching out and developing new relationships.
People choose to leave their neighborhood and come to MTA. How could you not want to teach a student who wants to be here?
I knew some camp friends, but right when I walked into school, I had my senior mentor here to help me. He came, he showed me around, and I just felt welcomed because I'm with the oldest kids in the school and I'm just a freshman.
Coming into high school can be very daunting. Our job as the seniors are to ease them into that, to make them feel welcome at home.
A senior came over to me and wanted me in Model UN. He was my lion. He came over to me and said, hey, Sharon, do you want to join Model UN?
When you talk to students who are not yet in high school and try to get them to understand what shear is, where you're able to devote this really significant amount of time to really developing those skills to learn on your own, and also develop that relationship with the Rebbe, and also develop that unique dynamic and that unique relationship with the rest of the Chevra and the Shir. That is, proudly a centerpiece of what our program is all about here.
When a boy comes over to me and says, Sunday, I'm so excited to come. It's an amazing thing to hear.
One of the beautiful programs in our yeshiva is our Night Seder program, where we have on any given night 30 to 50 boys come to learn on their own without the structure, without the pressure of classes or tests or assignments, just to sit and learn in the YU Beis Medrash around the YU Talmidim, the YU Rishi Yeshiva.
But I think that notion of voluntary learning has only grown more and more for our boys, and that's powerful because a boy has chosen to connect. He's chosen to give up his time to learn.
Many of them are alumni of MTA who are now coming back and learning with our guys.
It's really awesome to really get to be able to connect with these guys and really see the way they look at things, having gone through the MTA experience.
They're attaching themselves to a Masorah, they're attaching themselves to role models, they're seeing just the power of a Torah community.
It impacts them. It impacts them whether they're at the level yet or not, or whether they're interested in the extra learning just yet, but it's available.
2 seniors walked into my office, boys who needed development and cultivation from their rebbeim, and they said, Rebbe, we've kind of come to the idea and understanding of what our yeshiva is really all about, and we want to change our schedule. They decided to change around their entire schedule to carve out an extra B'kiyos period into their day, an extra period of Gemara learning, just to learn.
We're both in Yeshiva Fellowship. This year we have Rav Savlovsky, last year we had Rav Schachter. It's a great program. You learn with YU Rosh Yeshiva once a week.
We have literally one of the Gedolei Hador sitting down with a bunch of 10th graders eating donuts and teaching us Shir.
I really like English. We're learning different ideas than I have previously. It really lets you expand on your writing.
Every single student is so precious, and every single student matters, and every single student needs attention, and whatever it is that they need, you need to just give that to them, and you have to help them grow into an even better person.
We've really become part of their lives, and that's no small privilege to be able to have done that.
This is the only school that is on a college campus, and I realized this school is not only preparing you for college, but for the real world.
In college, you're able to major in a particular area. What if we could have that experience starting in high school? You'll have a series of electives to choose from, so you can focus on Israel advocacy and politics. You can focus on digital media and design. You can focus on entrepreneurship. You can focus on Torah leadership.
Your Rebbe is not just like a random rabbi. He's your Rebbe. You could always just talk to him whenever you need. We've only had 2 months of school, and the rebbeim all have such a kesher with all their students.
Yeah.
Inviting them to my home for a masiba, going on a trip with them, playing ball with them, it extends so much farther than the classroom.
If you're not willing to daven for your talmidim, if you're not willing to cry for your talmidim, then you're a rabbi, not a rebbe. Our goal and our aspiration is to be a rebbe and to make a difference in their lives.
You know, I often get asked to write college recommendations, and so they follow the normal prescriptive of giving me a list. He said, well, here's a list of my accomplishments and what I've done. And inevitably, I look at them and I say, I don't need this.
Me too.
I know you a lot better than anything you can put on this list.
One boy in particular has been trying so hard. His notes are amazing. He's been chazering outside of shir. And when I finished grading his test, it didn't make sense. The grade didn't match the effort that I saw in class. So I wrote a note on the top of his test saying, I know this grade doesn't represent the amazing effort you've been putting in class. Keep up the great work and will not hold this against you. I called his father later that night and I started the conversation by saying, this is perhaps going to be the strangest nachas call you're ever going to get. Coming in, putting in your best effort. It's not about the number on the top of the page.
You know what impresses me about watching this is that how many activities we have at MTA, how many extracurricular activities.
A lot of the extracurriculars are student created.
Right.
For instance, I run the photography club this year.
I do Model UN. I'm actually the captain this year. Also Model Congress. I write for the Academy News.
People often ask me what it's like to balance being a 9th grade Rebbe and also the JV hockey coach. I don't even understand the question. I don't think it's a contradiction at all.
It's not about being an athlete. It's about being a Ben Torah who's an athlete.
As I put on that jersey, I feel like I'm part of something much, much bigger than myself. And knowing that you're putting on over 100 years of legacy.
MTA swag is just so good. I love showing people that go to MTA.
Lions Pride.
It literally is Lions Pride. Like, how can you not want to go to MTA?
Even if you're not on a team, there's still so many ways to take part in like the school and like this winter classic game. Even though I wasn't playing in the game, I was part of sports management, so I helped design the t-shirts.
Because our students are so diverse and they have so many different interests.
There's something for everybody.
There's something for everybody.
And there's late night busing.
I mean, it's not a surprise that MTA alumni have been incredibly successful in so many different fields because they have that opportunity to really develop who they are.
Remember like the Shabbatonim?
Yeah, the Shabbatonim are
You see
great.
the Fellowship Shabbaton,
There's
the school-wide
Yeshiva-wide
Shabbaton,
Our Shir Shabbaton.
like Queen Shabbaton, Teaneck dishes.
Monsey Shabbaton.
I don't think like MT is like more like one experience. I feel like it's a whole year of experiences.
Oh, the Lag BaOmer trip? That was awesome.
It was amazing.
They had softball, volleyball, basketball, football, soccer. They had pretty much something for everyone. Can we pull up the Hachnas Sefer Torah?
They've been part of Hachnas Sefer Torah, they've been part of Simchas Torah, but this was their Hachnas Sefer Torah. This was their yeshiva. Look at these boys. How could you not be so proud of them?
A fellow told me that he didn't know there was a scene going on. He went outside to have lunch, and he saw and he joined in. And he saw Rosh Yeshiva, he saw people dancing. It became a community kind of an event.
Look at the Yom Ha'atzmaut celebration. This is so typical of MTA, where everybody's dancing together, everybody feels the warmth and spirit of our school.
One of the many words I would use to describe MTA would be achdus.
This was at the Siyam.
I remember that.
We're celebrating the accomplishments of the learning throughout the year, and it's an enormous accomplishment. The Talmud with his parent, and oftentimes here the grandparent, 3 generations. Sometimes it's even, 3 generations of MTA alumni. It's just an electric moment.
As I approach that heavy bronze door for the last time as a student, I left behind me the best years of my life. What would I not give to be able to relive those years once again? What would I not give?
I think the greatest thing to see in any videos taken during the year, and really any day, even when it's not videoed, is smiling faces.
Looking back, I'm really looking forward to another 3 years of exciting relationships and connections and learning and just being at MTA. You're gonna come, be a Lion for life, and it's gonna be amazing.